And of course, you know, Father's Day is in the corner. In fact, Father's Day is on Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you probably might be wondering, what can I get my father? What can I get that father I know? But today we're going to be talking about how men choose furniture for homes and offices. So in case you probably want to buy a piece of furniture for that father that you know, this conversation is something that you will really enjoy. And it will help you and be a guide to you on how to choose this furniture for that man. Anyway, in the studio with us is Amana Biabuachi Dankwa, who's the creative director of Bassinets and More Limited. And she's going to be taking us through this because obviously she knows this. She sells furniture. She knows all these things. Hi, Amma. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm fine, thank you. It's nice to see you again.
I know.
It's like a year.
Yes, so we have to celebrate. Ice cream, cake, which one?
Ice cream.
Okay, all right.
Pistachios and chocolate.
Hey, you're my friend.
All right, so Amma, Father's Day is on Sunday, and I'm sure somebody out there probably wants to get a piece of furniture for daddy or that father or husband that in their lives. So how do men choose furniture for their homes and offices?
Okay, so good morning once again. It's two things, but it starts from one word, functionality.
Okay.
Men are very function and comfort over aesthetic, where women, oh, it's pink, it's blue.
Everything has to have brown hues.
Yes,
Everything
exactly.
has to be white and black.
Exactly. Yeah. But the man is wired to think about what will this piece of furniture do for me, whether it's a couch, a table, even an accessory of maybe a side table. What they want to understand is, if I sit in this chair, would it support my back? Am I able to recline in the chair? If I recline in the chair, can I put my feet up? Can I lie down? Okay. Is it comfortable? Comfort being, if I lie down, would the fabric rub against my skin?
Right.
Would I wake up and have an itch? Can I sleep the entire night? Can I work in that couch? That's how they are thinking over how beautiful, or that also comes at the end, but for them it's function, that you find comfort, then you find aesthetic under. That's why you see that there's this couch which is ugly, or this chair which is ugly, but
the man likes that one.
He keeps sitting in that chair. Whatever house you move into,
he wants to take it.
So it's always function. Function is very important for the man. Yeah.
All right. So apart from function, I know you deal with different clients, and you see men walking in anytime. What else have you noticed that they like when it comes to pieces that they have to buy?
Okay. So these days, tech has become one of the most important factors when it comes to furniture now. Can my phone? Sorry, can the table, can the couch, can it charge my phone? Can it charge my laptop wirelessly?
Yeah.
Yes, because sometimes they move away from, I don't want to see wires. So if I just place it on the placement section, can it charge it wirelessly? And then also, they are also looking at, how will I put this? They're also looking at how, we call it slim profile. Slim profile is, they're not looking for bulky seats anymore.
Right.
You know, at first we used to have these large sofas, like what we're sitting in. This is what we call a slim profile. It's thin, it's not bulky, it's not heavy on the eye. So it's more of slim profile, and then they want to see that this has a tech function as well.
Yeah, talking about tech function, I actually was in the office with my cousin one day, and out of nowhere, he said, oh, the goods have arrived, And guess what? He bought an office chair that could massage him.
Oh, yes.
And it came from another country. And I was looking at him like, all this money for that? He said, yeah.
Yes.
I want to feel comfortable.
Exactly.
And then he said, look, it could talk. And he was like, chair, massage me, chair, this and that.
Yes.
And yes, it had the charging function too. So yeah, I think they do like this. But now, so if a woman wants to get a gift for that special man, what is she supposed to do? Like, if she has no idea, is she supposed to talk to people like you? Or she's supposed to go on the internet? Or she's supposed to ask that person, especially if it's going to be a surprise? What would you advise?
The first thing she has to do is to stand in the space that she shares with the man. Because in the home, right, you're with him 24 hours, not 24 hours, but you're with him most of the time, like after work. there's a particular space in the home where he is always at. It can be at the dining area, it can be the bedroom, it can be the living room. Then you have to observe his pattern. If he's in the bedroom, what's he doing? He's probably reading, or he's trying to sit in the corner and like on his iPad or his phone. So immediately you see that if it's the bedroom, he's looking for a chair. He's looking for a couch, a one-seater, a very comfortable one. If he's in the living room, does he sit at the dining table? If he does, what is he saying? Does he say, this chair is not comfortable? Is he looking for extra pillows to sit on the dining? Then immediately know that I have to replace the dining table. If it's the living room, the couch, is he in one particular corner? And if he's there, has he brought a footstool or a coffee table to spread
his legs?
So you can see that you need a sectional, you know. So you always observe. When you observe first, then you see that, okay, I want to maybe tackle his behavior in the living room. Then you can either look for an interior decorator or a furnisher and talk to him or her and get your like options based on ideas, price, and all of that. But the best thing is always to observe him. He might not be telling you that specifically, I want this, I want that, but if you watch the way he unwinds when he comes home or even on weekends, that's the best clue on what to get him.
Wow, wow. Now let's talk about how much men spend when it comes to furniture. Does price matter, especially when it comes to the value of something you want to give to him?
No, men go all out. If it's for they themselves, they go all out. Because as I said, function is very important to them because they work hard. They think a lot, they work hard, they go through all the motions. So when they come home, they want to sit, they want to lie down, and they want to be very comfortable. So if, I'm just putting a ballpark figure, if it costs even $1 million or $1 million Ghana cedis, let me say UCDs, they will get it because they know that that bed or that mattress, it is worth it. And fortunately or unfortunately, the most comfortable seats or the ones which will give you that energy of comfort, they are the high-priced ones. So if you're going to go for premium comfort,
Right. So
you have an option.
If the woman is not earning much, what can she give him that would be, say, unforgettable?
Unforgettable. I always go for wing chairs.
Wing chairs?
Wing chairs.
What if you don't have money for a chair? Can you give a painting? Can you give something? Can you use something that, you know, beautifies the place?
Yes, you can. Because, let me use your painting for instance. If I sit, if you have somebody who, if your partner is somebody who is always sitting, who is always working at home, the painting kind of gives him that when he drifts off and he's thinking about something, he would focus. So paintings are also a very nice thing, or abstract art, very nice things that you can put in his corner or his space that helps him when he's like, he goes off and he's like, okay, let me just take a quick nap or let me just spy and see what's happening. So if you can't do chairs, there are so many things. There are table lamps, there are flowers, you know.
Men like flowers?
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Men like flowers, you know. And it's not like these cute ones, like the big, large, you know, planters. So you can get them flowers. You can get them throw pillows. Sometimes they won't tell you, but they are backhead. So yes, you can get them throw pillows. You can get them, even these days, coffee tables. You can just get coffee tables as well. So very beautiful coffee tables that they can put their books on or put something on. Yes, it doesn't have to be the bulky bed or the bulky sofa and all of that. Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. And say, if we had to go through your archives, what are some of the common things that men have gotten from you?
Okay.
The common ones.
The common ones.
Yes.
A good bed.
Good bed.
I'll tell you, a good bed. And the fuss on the good bed and the fuss on the mattress. Yes, the mattress is very important to them. Then after that, you come to a sofa. The sofa is always a sectional because they always want to lie down. They always want to lounge. They always want to be comfortable. Then the wing chair is more of their corner when, for instance, if you have a man who likes to play games, video games, they want that. If you have a man who is who likes to like a lecturer, a teacher, whatever, they all come down to one single chair that they will sit in. So that is also one thing. Then also the Chesterfield sofa is one of the most, I call it the symbolic chair for the corporate man. Yeah, every man that not every man, but most of them want to have a Chesterfield, yes. And when you lean towards doctors, lawyers.
So even their profession matters.
Oh, yes.
Okay, tell us that.
Okay, so doctors, lawyers. So this is, I don't know if you can look on the screen, but that is a Chesterfield.
Right.
So it's a favorite of doctors and lawyers. This is what they go for. Yes. So once the person says, I want that chair that has the tuft, and I always ask, are you a doctor? Like, I'm a doctor. Are you a lawyer? This is their signature.
Why? What does it do to them? Is it because it looks rich?
Yes, it has this. It was actually named after an English lord named Lord Chesterfield. So he was one of the British lords he's symbolic with the arts and the creative industry.
So there's a bit of bourgeoisness in it.
Exactly, that's the word. So for them, it's like you have reached, you have arrived. So once you see this in any doctor's office, any lawyer's office, it's a status symbol. I have arrived. I've reached the apex of my career, so I can afford one of these.
I really like the fact that we are having this conversation, because I'm sure there are people out there that are wondering, what can I get? Maybe if you cannot get it now for this Father's Day, you can actually get it someday, probably for the birthday, so it can help save.
Even Christmas is coming.
Oh yeah, Christmas is coming.
Yes, Christmas is coming.
And I'm here thinking, okay, what can I give my daddy? Okay, I really like this. Now, do you help women actually, get gifts for people too?
Yes.
Do you, I know you're being a guide here, but outside, like in your profession, do you also say, okay, I could consult for you and help you?
Oh, yes. A lot of women find me online because I write a lot about these things, because I realize that furniture is not your first thought when it comes to gifting. That's one I do.
It's actually not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Because I'm thinking, why am I buying you a chair?
Yes. So I had to start talking about it, that no, furniture is very, very, very important when it comes to, because somebody you say, why do I have to buy you a bathtub as a gift? But it's a wonderful gift, actually, a bathtub. Imagine the long soak. You've been on set the whole day, you're tired, you get home, and you have that long bath.
Another level unlocked. Anybody watching me out there that want to give me a gift, I want a bathtub.
But the idea is, why should I get you a bath? That's the whole thing.
So I can relax.
You see, so I had to start telling them that it's about relaxation, it's about comfort, and it's actually a practical gift.
Right.
You get the right one, it won't spoil, to stay for a long time. If you're even moving houses, it goes with you.
Yeah,
So I had to. So I had women come up and say, "Oh, okay, so this is what it is. Okay, so what can I get? Can I reupholster? Can I change the whole setting?"
But how can they get you online?
Oh, LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram.
Right, as Ama Nabia.
Yes, Bachidankwa.
All right. It's nice really having this conversation with you. I mean, you really helped us gone through it. And this was just free, being a guide to help these women and everyone that can give their dad a gift. This was a perfect way to, get into the Father's Day spirit. Thank you so much, Ama Nabia Boachi Dankwa, who's the creative director of Bassinet and More Limited.